Hello everybody, this is the Android Gamer, and today I'm playing, continuing on with 60 Seconds. Continuing on with the shelter scenario. See if I can pass this. On day 22. I think Mary Jane just came back. The church coats people came. Who went to the school? Okay, I give everyone something to eat because we have a whole lot of food. Doors are gonna go out. This is insane. Keep finding spiders everywhere. They're in our soup. They're in our water. We swear some of them keep coming back, and they're bigger every time we see them. Every time we see them. It can't go on like this. It's time to wage war on these spiders. What would you do with a medical kit? If there was one thing that could drive spiders away and stop them climbing up the furniture, it's the bug-killing spray. This was the right time to unleash this deadly weapon, and the results were excellent. We eradicated 404 of those little bastards. We even found a water bottle stored in the corner. It was a good day. I thought I gave her food. I give everyone everything. And you're gonna go, Dolores, with the suitcase. To our surprise, we found Shortov back in our shelter this morning. We're not exactly why or how it came back. Is it our good care? Is it our good care it appreciates? Our kind heart, optimism, or just our stockpiles of soup cans? Only time will tell. Okay, so everybody's hungry. Okay. Suddenly a surge. Sometimes a sudden urge to play instruments take us over, to create beautiful sounds to be shared with the world around us. To sing and play and have cute mutant animals come to our feet to listen, like a post-apocalyptic Snow White, shall we? I guess. Oh good, now I have cockroaches around me. Be careful what you wish for. After a few moments of playing, a small group of mutant cockroaches jumped out of the cracks in a wall and started moving to the rhythm. They ran around the corner and shook their little antennas. It was adorable, if they weren't so disgusting. What are we supposed to do with them now? Mary Jane's hungry. Timmy's on his best behavior. How's he looking? He's still sick. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we still don't have. The funky roaches haven't really left us. To be fair, they aren't causing that much trouble. They even seemed relatively friendly and curious. Just this morning, when we opened our eyes, we saw them standing in a perfect line right in front of us, as if they're waiting for something. Cut! If you couldn't beat them, join them. We figured the roaches are craving more of our music, so we filled their unspoken requests. We fulfilled the unspoken requests. They started joyfully prancing around again, creating fun shapes on the floor. Then, all of a sudden, they all left in one line. We thought the show was over, but they soon came back in a group, carrying supplies on their strong mutant backs. Insane. Looks like we made some new friends. Discussing mutant radioactive friends. Give everyone each. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sheriff found a tiny wire sticking out of the ceiling and pulled it. Plaster and debris fell on our table, topping off with a big meowing furball. What is this thing anyways? No one knows. It being there before. No one remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it. Let's leave it. Nope. We followed the wire outside and found a half burnt out truck with two surprised gentlemen inside, surrounded by an array of blinking bulbs. That's some space tech right there. They were listening to us in our very own shelter. Their feeble excuse about being on a roadside picnic didn't convince us. Even Timmy knew you can't have a picnic here, and the car had no wheels. Agents find us. Should we hear them out? Yes. And showing the badge and the real life agents. Everyone seems okay. Mary Jane's starting to need some food. No, Timmy's still sick and probably going to disappear soon. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there's still much to do, like trimming that shrubbery outside in our yard. Starting to get thirsty. Talking about Toronto. Yeah, I'll give Timmy some from both. Water for her and water for Ted. We're about to finish our dinner, if you could call it that, when we heard a knock on the door. It seems a trader who's very interested in ammunition. How about it? Yeah, okay. Yay, she's back. And she's brought a med kit. Yay! A visitor was happy to get some ammunition. In return, he offered us rations. It wasn't much, but something is always better than nothing. We're glad to see Dolores come back safe from the wastelands. A small trip to the surface might be spotted and followed. Might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. Found our way to a nearby hospital, which, despite heavy structural damage, was still standing. The site wasn't pretty, though. What used to be inside the hospital was now all over the place. Whatever survived the blast wave, anyway. There were plenty of bottles of liquid in one of the wards. Peroxide or not, water is water, and beggars can't be choosers. To water. Oh, we got an axe, medical kit. Cools. No, lost circuits. Okay, that's okay. Okay. So, she's in heavy. She fainted. Okay. Give him that. Give her both of these. Mary Jane's going on an adventure. Soldiers sent out another radio wave requesting all survivors in the area remain patient and await further instructions. Sounds like the extra action isn't coming as soon as we hoped. Alternatively, the officer from the broadcast requested that survivors who are able to bring some smoke canisters to the nearby bus station should do so as soon as possible. Okay, we're going to do that. All set. The canisters are in place, and we are safely home. Well, if you could call it that, and hopefully for not too long. We will see what the next few days will bring. Okay, Mary Jane, you are going out. Go out and see the world. Can't leave Timmy long without water. Alarm! There's a gang of firemen outside, or at least they're dressed like ones. They're banging on the door, ordering us to surrender all of our supplies. They claim that they have driven us. They will drive us out with fire if we do not comply. Okay, I'm going to use the lock. So the lock is now gone. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turns out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems like they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Okay. We're locked up, and it's easy to grow tired of the situation. Dolores has been looking rather down for a while now. She even refused to eat soup. How crazy is that? It's hard to say if we and help her, but trying to cheer her up would be worth a shot. Okay, so let's use the Scout Handbook. Giving Dolores the book seemed like a good idea, but she was too tired and too sad to read it. We hope she gets better soon. So Timmy's okay. Okay, so everyone's okay right now. We keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day when there weren't as many bombs falling down. Not on our heads, anyways. Hello? Who knows? Maybe the new world will offer. Okay. Give Lois water. Last thing we expected to hear while sitting in our fallout shelter was trumpets. It was played by someone who clearly is not a trumpet player, and who had probably never heard a trumpet play in his entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merry men enter so they can take from the rich and give to the poor. Should we let them in? I've been saying yes so far, so let's see what happens. Hopefully they don't take everything. Well, they took the book and the map, I think. Yep. Those merry men weren't merry at all. They told us they were rich and we should share with others. 99% of the wasteland. They grabbed a few things and left. We couldn't do anything to stop them. Their green clothes were too damn nonsense, hallucinatory. She came back. Our trip. Not spotted. Nothing really. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone food and Timmy water and Ted water. Using a high-tech setup involves paper cups and yards of string. The agent rang in with our next top secret mission that will surely land us in the VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on a successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, Timmy, you're up. More knocking. Generously agreed to fulfill their requests. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised they would be back with more information soon. There's an armed and dangerous woman outside. Fortunately, she's out of ammo. She tells us she hunts the wild beasts of the wastes, and right now she's on the trail for a giant mutant spider. We're pretty sure she's lost her mind, but what are we going to do with a spider lady? Put it in the trash. She promised that if we help her, she'll return favor another day. Well, we have no bullets because we already gave them away to the other lady that came. The armed person who murders things for a living. Giant mutant spiders in our neighborhood. We don't want to have anything to do with that stuff. Good day, lady. Devon's fine for now. Radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agreed that, and if it's refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it. No, leave it alone. We don't have the book with us. Just leave it alone. Sure, they're experiencing technical issues. Yes, that's it. Everything will be just fine. That recon mission was risky business. Risky business. We had to visit neighborhoods that were dicey even at the best of times. The area was filled with mutant cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seem to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade. Wait, bucket or bunker? Our bucket. Okay, and respect the government shelter to have excellent bathrooms. Maybe even a hot tub. Okay, so Mary Jane needs water, Dolores needs water. Ted needs water. Nobody got hurt. Give him food. Just come back from the mission. That trash can of ours is getting dirty. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, or we would save some food. Yet for some reason we would like to tidy up. Okay. We'll have nothing to deal with the cockroaches, so they're now just going to join us. Or not. To understand the value of a cat in this environment, we thought we had a cockroach infestation on our hands, but sure enough took care of it while we were asleep. As a reminder of its hunting days before the bomb dropped, was it memorized by cockroach's glow, or does it just have our undeniable thirst for fresh cockroach blood? We'll never know why, but we're grateful that we don't have to deal with the insects ourselves any longer. Give Timmy some food. Okay, he's gone out. Another whirlwind adventure. Oh, that was short. Tired keeping track of time down here. Let's milk it. We could tell if it's night. We can't tell if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are messed up. These terrible light bulbs cannot help. Too bad. We can't replace them. As for something we can do. Also, sleeping pills, but we don't have any. 41. Oh. Dad's gone nuts. Okay. Bravely ignoring its symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there are other problems need to face soon. Let's hope our yearnings will be answered to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone something. Serious sounds are coming from a radio, but they're hidden behind a ton of static. Do you want to tinker with it a bit? Find the right frequency. It could be something important, or it could be the opposite. Hopefully, don't break it. Okay, good, they didn't. Just managed to get a slightly clearer signal before twisting some of the knobs and pushing the buttons. A female voice talked about being stranded in space. She said something about her crew members going insane and eating all the soup. This could be a prank or just crazy person, but still, we wish we had a way to answer her. For now, we can only listen. Seems whoever it is they met their end. After a series of terrifying screams, the radio fell silent. Just before that, a distressed woman recited her full name and address. She used to live in our town. She would take a hike to her house and find out if she left something of value. It's not like she'll need it anytime soon, having just been swallowed whole by a bloodthirsty monster from outer space. At least that's what it looks like. Knocking again. The address led us to a small apartment nearby. Inside we found work uniforms, several pairs of rollerblades, and some supplies. The whole place smelled of coffee, and the uniforms looked like diner waitress should wear. The uniforms looked like ones a diner waitress should wear. Under the tons of coffee beans in the kitchen sink, we found a stack of papers and contracts with a company called Astro Citizen. Was this lady really sent to space? Who was she? We can ponder these questions while eating the tomato soup we took from her apartment. She didn't sound like she needed it. Anytime soon. 2 more. Wait. Soup. Clearly, our trustworthiness. We're trustworthy after our last successful mission. As secret agents came back and with another request, we are to generously provide some either couple soup cans or some bottled water for the agent in the field. They'll take care of delivery. In return, we'll be given encouraged pat on the back. Okay. I'm doing soup because we have a whole bunch of soup. You said a couple, not 4. Come on. video games, music. Don't know what kid did right now. Try playing hide and seek. The longest round we were able to play lasted for around 10 seconds, and then that was only because the lights went out for a moment. So everyone needs water. Hopefully Timmy comes back soon. Today we found a letter from what seems to be other survivors. They claim they mean us no harm and want to get to know us better. They asked to choose one person to represent us. Dolores, go! Timmy, come back! It's true, it's all true. There really are other people like us. They arrived the rendezvous. I thought it was just one person. Unarmed. The rendezvous unarmed and on time, and we were greeted by a friendly looking group of survivors. They were being led by twins, a brother and a sister who seemed to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Yep, Timmy's not back. And no one else can go. Let's go to the retirement home and see what's there. Oh, that was a mistake, I guess. We're now richer in some supplies, but for some reason we don't feel very good about it. Let's just never mention this whole thing again. Mary Jane, time to go. Coded note was left on a doorstep. It's all symbols and numbers. Some sort of cryptic that will need to be cracked. Go, Dolores, go. Dolores sat down with the code and started working on it. She seemed very focused. Let's hope the note is worth staying up all night. Dolores looks tired already. Okay. Let's give everyone everything. Mary Jane's now gonna go. Hopefully she comes back. More knockings. We're woken by a sound of banging on a door. Someone has been at it like there's no tomorrow. And Mary's speaking. Let's open the door and see what's going on. Is that saying they rescued us? We're taken out of our home in the dark of night and hastily transported to what the agents called their presidential bunker. It's amazing. Sure, the walls are a similar shade of gray, but now we have whopping 12 square feet more to walk around while we die of boredom. The extra bucket and newspaper supply, well, is nothing to sneeze at either. All in all, it's definitely an upgrade. Life here will surely be worth all the trouble we went through. Finally, we can relax, and let someone else empty the bucket for a change. We held out for 50 days. Yay! Except we lost Timmy. Where did we lose Timmy? Ted went crazy. There we go. 45. Timmy was captured. Yay! Only one no decision when we didn't want to play with the radio. Times defending, one good. Okay, I'm going to leave this episode here. I'm glad that I finally won, but you know it was on easy, so it was not surprising. If you like this video, please hit the like button and leave any comments. And if you like my channel, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell for any future notifications. As always, this is the Android Gamer. Later days and happy gaming!